Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today is August 28th, Friday, which means we are dropping our watch list for next week. I got the watch list loaded up right here. These are all the stocks and cryptocurrencies we are looking to buy going into next week. Kind of a short list here today compared to a couple of the last weeks, but still some really good names on here, still some really good setups. I want to first talk about Bitcoin here really quick. We're seeing a little pullback here in some of these crypto names like VeChain. Coinbase is pulling back today. Render, Atom, a lot of the big names are pulling back. So I mean, this is not unexpected. I mean, we just had one of the biggest weeks in crypto history for a lot of these names. So for them to give back 5 to 10% of their gains, right, it's not a big deal, right? Bitcoin was up 23% last week, and today or this week it's up less than 1%. So Bitcoin is actually still green on the week. From when we started the week on Monday, it's still green. So even if Bitcoin pulls all the way back here to 74,000, we're still very bullish, right? I mean, we were buying, okay, we were buying down here off of these signals, right? We were buying right here in February at 64. We were buying right here at 60. So if you guys were buying with us, we are way up on our positions right now, okay? These little 5 to 10% pullbacks do not phase us one bit. You can look at Uniswap. Again, Uniswap was up 40% last week, 40% in 1 week. It's down 2% this week. Okay, that is nothing to panic about. Okay, zoom out of the chart, folks. We have a long way to go, and a lot of these names are still, surprisingly, even after last week, trading at really good prices if you guys use our technicals and use our analysis and use our strategy. As the closer we can get to the blue line on our assets, the better. That is the 200 EMA. It stands for exponential moving average. Okay, on a weekly chart, that is the average price over 4 years. Okay, it is the 4-year moving average. Okay, our trading strategy is to buy as close to that moving average as possible. You can see Bitcoin sitting a little bit off of it now. We were below it. So we have something over here called the cheat sheet, right? The mean is what we're paying attention to here, that dotted line, right? This red line represents the price. Okay, we never want to buy when the price is way up off of the average, because what does that tell us? That tells us that we are buying it at a premium. We're buying it at an expensive price, right? How do we know we're getting a fair price for an asset? We buy it at the average, right? To get a fair price, you need to buy it at the average. If you're buying it below the average, you're getting a discount, right? That's like going to Costco and something's trading 20% below the average price, right? You're going to want to buy whatever that is, right? If it's your chicken, if it's your kitchen stuff, if it's your fan, right? Whatever it is, okay, down here below the average is where we want to buy. You can see Bitcoin was sitting below the average right here from June to July, okay? And it was even down here below it in February when we called the bottom. Okay, we were calling the bottom right here in February at 63. Did it go down to 50, 58? Yes, okay? We're not trying to be exact here. We're not trying to buy at the exact bottom. We're just trying to get close. If we can get in within 10 to 20% of the macro bottom, we're going to make a ton of money in the markets, guys. So, again, a little bit of panic going on today, but again, all these names, look at VeChain. Okay, VeChain is literally up over the last 2 weeks, 75%. Up 75%, down 6% doesn't mean anything, right? If we're up 75% and we pull back 6%, it's okay, right? Maybe someone's taking a little bit of profit. Okay, not worried about anything right now. Okay, and again, if you look at VeChain, look where the 4-year moving average is. Right now, you're buying VeChain at a 67% discount according to the last 4 years of price action. Okay, the last time we were this low was back here in 2020, 6 years ago, and this thing went to the absolute moon. So again, don't panic on red days, guys. Red days are going to happen. We're macro investors here. We're looking at the long-term chart. Look at this chart. Okay, to me, that looks like it's going this direction. Okay, we're not going this direction anymore. That looks like it's turning the corner. So don't panic on a little 6% drop. I know it's hard to do. I know a lot of you guys are new, but we try to keep a long-term perspective here. Okay, we want to buy great assets at great prices. And a great way to know if you're getting a great price is to simply look at the mean, right? If you're buying something at the mean, which is our 4-year moving average, okay, you're buying it at a great price, in my opinion, right? A fair price is a great price. Buying it up here at 8 cents, not a good price, right? Buying XRP up at $3.50, look how far off that average it was. Okay, this is when everyone was buying. This was the euphoria phase, right? The mania phase, when everyone's excited, when everyone's having a good time about it, right? We pulled back for a year. No one was talking about XRP down here at $1. Okay, now it went up 53% and everybody wants to buy it again. We want to buy it at the lows or near the lows. Okay, our strategy is very simple. Okay, we look to buy when this blue wave is down here given a green dot, just like it did back here in 2024 at 40 cents. Okay, it popped all the way up to 350. And again, I know I repeat myself in every video, but this is our strategy, guys. It's not sexy, it's not fun, it's not right, it's not shiny, right? I see all these day traders on TikTok. It's just insane. Like it's gambling. It's gambling. What we do, investing shouldn't be fun. It shouldn't be right. It's fun when things are going parabolic, absolutely. But if you're buying at the right time, it should feel really stupid, right? Despair does not feel good. Despair is after something pulls back 80% over the last year, right? When you're buying here, it feels stupid because everyone's bearish, right? Everybody was bearish on Bitcoin back here at 60,000. Now it's sitting up here at 80 and everyone's talking about it again. You got all the experts on Twitter out again. There's so many of them now. I don't even know if I can compete anymore, guys. But again, it should feel stupid when you're buying. You should feel bad when you're buying because you want to buy when, like Warren Buffett says, you want to buy when there's blood in the streets. How do we know when there's blood in the streets? We look at the mean. We look at the average. If we are trading below that, that means there's blood in the streets, right? We're trading below the moving average. That tells us, hey, we're getting a discount for this asset, okay? We never want to buy up here. We never should have been buying Bitcoin up here at 120, 125, okay? When the red dot is printing up here, when this wave is up here, this is when we are selling, okay? We want to buy when the wave's down here, sell when it's up here, okay? The best way I can explain this blue wave here is a fear and greed index, okay? People are fearful down here. Okay, why are they fearful? Because we just pulled back, right? We just had a major pullback. Okay, so people are fearful down here and they're greedy up here. This is when all the bears right now on Twitter, they're going to be telling you guys to buy up here, okay? Up at the all-time highs, just like they were back here in July, September, August, right? Everybody wants to buy up here because this is when things are exciting. This is when things are fun. This is when everybody's having a good time. When that hits, that's when we want to sell. That's when we want to be selling and taking our profits, okay? Once people start getting excited and everybody starts talking about it, that's when we leave the building. We're like, okay, our job is done, sell, see you later, okay? And then we wait for the reset, okay? Just like how Bitcoin reset there, okay? This was when we were buying, okay? So if you guys were buying from February to July with us, you guys should be up significantly on your positions, okay? So let's go ahead and go over the watch list again. I got these loaded up here. Before we jump into that, just make sure you guys go over here to the Discord, enter the 400 XRP giveaway. We're giving away 400 XRP over here on Tuesday next week. All you guys got to do is go to the giveaways tab, click on that emoji right there, okay, and that will enter you in. We got 621 people entered for that. So someone will win 400 XRP over here on Tuesday, and then we have a 500 XRP giveaway that we're going to do as well after this one concludes. If you guys are new and want to learn more about our indicators and our strategy, you guys can check out my free trading course over here inside of the Discord. It's on YouTube. All you got to do is come down here to the trading course, click on this link right here, and that will teach you about our swing trading strategy and all of our indicators. If you guys like our indicators and want to use them for yourself, you guys can download those right here in the trading indicator tab under the onboarding section of the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, there is a link in the description and pinned down in the comment section. You just go to the onboarding tab here, click this link. It takes a couple of clicks and all these indicators will load right up into your trading view account. So yes, still very bullish on Bitcoin, folks. We're not going to be bearish on Bitcoin until we get a red dot, okay? Green dot means buy, red dot means sell, okay? And we have no red dot, okay? We're actually still green on the week right now for Bitcoin. So if you're panicking, get out of the short-term time frames, quit watching the 5-minute chart, look at the weekly chart. The direction is going up. We're breaking out over the 50. That is the yearly moving average. And yes, we are still very, very bullish on crypto at these prices. And I got quite a few cryptos in here that we will be talking about. The first one we're looking at here today is SOXS. You guys know I have held a position on this for some time now, probably for about 2 months. And what this is a semiconductor bear ETF. So what this is a way to short chip stocks. So currently I am short on chip stocks because they have had a massive run up over the last year. Okay, we were buying Intel down here at 20 bucks. Okay, it went all the way up here to 140. So now that it's this far off of our 4-year moving average, we got to assume that that thing's going to pull back into the average, right? That's what we want to see. So when these names like Intel, like AMD, okay, like all these big chip stocks, when they pull back, okay, because again, I think they're going to pull back because we've had a massive run up over the last year. Okay, we were buying AMD down here in 2025 at $90. It went all the way to 600. That was a 700% move. After a 700% move to the upside, okay, where are we? We're up here. This is a 700% move. That's an insane move. Everyone's bullish on chip stocks. I am not. I am short. Okay, so I think these names are going to pull back into their 4-year averages. Not going to happen overnight, but over time, I do believe it's going to pull back into the blue line, just like it always has since the beginning of time. Okay, it always has a pullback. And when that happens, SOXS is going to go up. So this is the way I'm shorting the market, right? If the market does take a turn and roll over, if chip stocks roll over, again, NVIDIA reported earnings, they went up, and then they puked it all back. So in my opinion, everyone buying NVIDIA up here is just exit liquidity for the smart money. Who's the smart money? The smart money are the people that are buying down here. Okay, the smart money phase is when no one's talking about it, right? NVIDIA's had a monster run. Okay, I'm not knocking NVIDIA as a company, but again, our goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy great assets at great prices. So we can buy the greatest asset in the world. Let's just say you think XRP is the greatest asset in the world, but if you were buying it up here at 350, what good does that do you? Right? What good does it do you to buy way up off the average? It does you no good, because now you got to wait forever for it to go back up here. And you might not have to wait forever. Maybe it'll get back there next month. Who knows? Okay. But ultimately, we want to buy at great prices, great assets at great prices. Okay. And our great price value is when we come back into the mean. Okay. Or we go below the mean. Those are the two places we want to buy. We never want to buy up here. And you can see XRP is actually sitting right on the blue line as we speak right there at $1.38. We'll get to that one here in a little bit. But again, all these chip stocks, NVIDIA, all these names, I want them to come back down here. And when that happens, I will sell my SOXS. Okay. I will sell my SOXS. So I am short semiconductors still. I still have a position on that. Domino's Pizza, that gave you the signal right there at around 300. It's at 350 now. Okay, that one had a nice bounce. That's actually up today as the whole market is down. That's up 6% today. So this is a good value name. And again, I think this move is going to continue to the upside. So I still like this one here. It's still trading at a discount according to the 4-year, right? You're getting a little bit of a discount here. I think like probably 10%. Yeah, 11%. Discount on Domino's Pizza, a huge chain. Again, and we're just waiting for the wave to come back up here and give us red dots. The wave has crossed over. So what I would do is set a stop loss right there at 329. And I would sell it if it breaks that, but it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it's going to at least pump back to 400 to 440. Looking for the red dot on Domino's Pizza. Hubs has also crossed over. Again, we're getting signals on this one at 180. Got a ton of signals on this one between 200 and 185. Again, the direction on that one to me still looks like it's going up. It's actually breaking out now. So you can target up here, up at the 4-year. I mean, even if it goes back to its 4-year moving average, that's almost 100% move from where we're sitting. It's like a 60% move. Okay, and obviously if it breaks out over that, that's even more. So again, I'm still bullish as long as this one holds green. Again, until the dot flips red, we remain bullish on the asset. So I'd be looking to buy any pullbacks on that. Snapchat, this is a love-hate relationship with me. This has not been a great year for Snapchat. This is probably one of my worst trades this year. I was buying this one around 9. It went down here to 4. I bought more. Okay, and it's just been chopping around. But I do think these guys are a candidate for a buyout. I do think someone, if they can't figure it out, they're going to buy them out because they are one of the biggest, the largest social media companies out there. I know they're losing market share to TikTok and stuff. But again, it's trading down here at the 2018 low, so the lowest price in 8 years. Okay, and the last time it hit this price, it went all the way to $80. So $5 to $80, do the math. That's a huge move. And the company's doing okay. I mean, they're not doing bad. They're not growing like at a major rate, but their earnings are doing okay. Okay, they're sitting at about 1.5 to $2 billion. You can see they're actually making money. Okay, so I'm not a fan of their CEO, but I did take a position on this last week. So I'm still long on it. I'm looking for it to come at least back up here to 11. And again, I'm thinking Amazon, Microsoft, someone can buy them out at the current valuation that they sit at. I think they're like a $6 billion company or something. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know how big of a company they are. I'm not going to look it up right now, but I do think they're a candidate for a buyout. And I do think they're trading at a very good price down here at the lowest price in 8 years. Netflix is the next one. So look where Netflix is sitting. Netflix is sitting on our 4-year fair value line. Got the signal down here at 70. It's all the way up to 80 already. And again, we're just holding this one now, waiting for a red dot. So Netflix, again, we're trading right at the mean. Again, we never want to buy it up here. We don't want to buy Netflix up here at 135. We want to buy it here at a fair price, right? So I still like Netflix going into next week. APP, this one's also trading at the 40-year, looking for the signal. That'll probably pop next week. Someone requested this in a video this week, and I didn't know what it was until someone requested it, and it came right back down into the 4-year. I think this one looks very, very good here at around 300. Intuit looks like it got all its. Everyone was panicking about the dip that they had here off of their earnings. Again, earnings is always a short-term reaction, right? You should never panic on earnings. Okay. Again, we're long-term investors, right? We're not day trading. Okay. If you're trying to play earnings, if you're trying to guess what direction earnings is going to go up or down, you're gambling. Okay, and this thing sank from 370 all the way down here to 320. Okay, and then it gained it all back. It's back up today to where it was, pretty much where it was to start the week. So I still like this one. Again, this is a huge company. They're trading at a 30% discount still from the 4-year. So I'm still bullish on Intuit. Again, our last signal came down here at 260. You're already up around 100% off of that. But if you bought the dip there on earnings, that was a really good buy. I still think the direction is going to be up from here even after this pullback. If you want to set a stop loss, just use that low from that bull hammer right there at 323. I think that one still looks good. TMUS, this is T-Mobile, again, sitting at that 4-year moving average, green dots everywhere, one of the biggest telecommunication companies in the world. Again, sitting at the 4-year average. We're not buying up here. We want to buy down here into the average. I still like T-Mobile here. BABA, this is, I have a position on this as well. I have exposure to this because I want exposure to China. This is one of the biggest Chinese companies out there. They make around $40 billion every 3 months. And again, they're sitting on that 4-year moving average. They are printing a red dot. So there is some expectation for this thing to correct back down. But if it does that, I'm just going to buy more on the next green dot. This one popped right here at 97, popped all the way up to 130, got rejected there on the moving average. Again, that red dot, we could set a stop loss right here at 110 if we wanted to. As long as it holds 110, it still looks bullish. We just want to see that green dot pop next week. It looks like it's bouncing a little bit today. So, again, I just like the fact that it's sitting at the 4-year average, right? The 4-year average is a fair price. That is the place where we look to start our positions, enter our positions. And actually, guys, I just made this announcement over here in the Discord. We do call out all these signals over here, by the way, all the green dots and all the red dots over here in the Discord. But I actually just added in another feature that's going to actually tell us when it is crossing that 4-year moving average. So this actually just got added today here to the Discord. So what this will do is it will alert you when the price is crossing that 4-year moving average. So anytime any of the names in my watch list, which I have around 500 names total, stocks and cryptocurrencies in my watch list, okay, anytime any of those cross that blue line, it's going to alert us over here in the Discord now. So that's going to tell us. So you could see all these names, like XRP is crossing the 4-year. So again, we would assume, right, if we're using our analogy, our logic, right, we would say, okay, if I'm buying it at the average price over 4 years, I'm getting a great price. If I'm buying it below, even better. But this will just be to alert you when that happens over here in the Discord. So you guys will get that alert now. Disney's crossing the 4-year. ServiceNow's crossing the 4-year. So again, this is our fair price value. So that is now an alert that's going to be called out in the Discord in addition to the green dots. Okay, and we do call out the red dots as well in the weekly red dot channel. So I actually have something over here called the dots and signals, and you guys will learn all about this in the free trading course. If you guys are new, go watch the course. It's going to pretty much explain how to trade all these signals, and that is a new feature now inside of the Discord that will alert us when we cross that blue line, when price crosses that blue line. So Bob is sitting right there. ISRG, this is a healthcare company, still trading below the 4-year. It's got a green dot and a MACD crossover. This is a really big healthcare company. They have like robots that do surgery and stuff. So they're sitting again at a low here. I think that one's worth a look. Toyota Motor. Toyota Motor is the car maker. I don't know if any of you drive a Tundra or a RAV or a 4Runner or a or a Toyota Tacoma. But these guys make them. Really big car maker. Again, got the signal down here at 170. It's up to 200 now. But again, it's still sitting at that fair price. Again, we never want to buy when the wave is up here. Okay, when the price is way up off the 4-year. The closer we can get to the 4-year, the better. Again, you kind of missed your opportunity on this one at 170. But if we got a little pullback, maybe to 185, it'd be worth a look. Grab Holdings. This is one of my favorite stocks right now. These guys are like the Uber of Southeast Asia. This has been on the watch list for a while because, again, it's just been going sideways, right? We're not going anywhere. We're not going up. We're not going down. We're just chopping around. Okay, that chop action is what we call a stealth phase, right? That is when things are just going sideways like this. This is when the smart money is loading up, is when there's not a lot of action, right? We're not ripping to the upside. We're not ripping to the downside. It's just silent, right? We're just range bound right here between 390 and 330, right? We're not moving. We're just ranging. We're looking for the breakout up above that white line. Okay, and again, it's got all kinds of signals down here. I think the bottom's in right there at 320. And I do have a position on this as well, but their earnings is what impresses me the most, okay? You look at their earnings. Again, this is how I know when a company's doing good. I look at their revenue. How much money are they making? That tells you the story. Okay, you can come back here to April of 2025. They were making 773. Now they're making 819. Now they're making 873. Now they're making 906. Now they're making 955. And they almost reported a $1 billion revenue quarter in August. That was this month. So their earnings are going up. Their revenue's going up. That's what I want to see in a company, right? That's how I know they're gaining market share. And again, this has been the floor for a long time. So they're the Uber of Southeast Asia. Okay, I really like that one. ALB, this is a lithium miner. So I'm actually looking for lithium stocks. If you guys know any good lithium stocks, drop them in the comment section because I think lithium is going to be a really big deal. They use lithium to for like iPhones to make smartphones and chips and stuff like that. It is a mineral that is needed in order to produce all that stuff. So ALB is a lithium miner. And again, they got the signal right here at around 125. It's still sitting at the 4-year average. I think ALB looks very, very good. I keep an eye on that. We got FISV. Now I'm looking at the monthly on this one. Again, the last time we got the signal down here was back in 2022, and it had a really nice move from 94 up to 240. That was about 150% move, and then it sold all the way off. This is a banking technology name, and they look interesting here. Again, their stock's been annihilated. So if they recover at least back to the 4-year from here, right, that's a 100% move from where we're sitting, 113% from the current price. If it just goes back to the average, okay, they're making $5 billion a quarter. They're a huge company. SE still sitting at the 4-year. I don't like where the wave is on this one, though, so I'd be a little more cautious on this. We got Dow, DOW. I like this one a lot. These guys pay an 8% dividend. They're a fertilizer company. I like this one as long as it holds this low down here at 26. BSX, I actually bought this one this week. I put a position on this. They are a medical company. I actually dropped a video on this. The CEO bought like $9 million worth of shares this month, meaning he invested $9 million of his own money into the company down here at these prices. So I thought that was interesting. Their sales are up 7.5%, and they had strong earnings. Why is their stock down over 70%? I have no idea, but this is a big medical company. Again, they're making $5.44 billion every 3 months. Okay, they're making a ton of money. So I like stocks that are beat up. I don't like buying stocks that go straight up. I want to buy them when they're down here in the gutter. So I do like that. I did buy that one this week. Peace Guy, I still love this one. This one's trading at a 17-year low. Lowest price in 17 years since 09. Okay, that is a huge low. Okay, and they're buying companies. I've gone over this a couple times as well. Again, we've been in the same range here between 11 and 8 for a long time. I'm just looking for that big breakout. It looks like it could potentially happen there next week. And again, they are buying companies. They're buying Warner Bros. They bought the UFC. I think the UFC acquisition is huge for the company just because so many people watch that, and it's going to bring a lot of subscribers to their streaming platform. So still like that one. GoDaddy. This one's a little bit of a boring name. Again, you got the opportunity to buy it right there at 84. It's up a little bit, but still trading below the 4 years, still trading at a discount, looking for pullbacks on that one. We got Oracle. Oracle also trading at the 4 year. We can zoom all the way out on this and see every single time it comes here into the blue line since all the way back here in 2005. The last, 21 years? Okay, every time it hits that blue line, it's time to buy, time to buy, time to buy. And where are we sitting right now? At a place where we should be buying. I do have a position on this as well. You got the green dot right there at 130, popped up to 150. I think that one has a lot of room to go. IBM is actually looking good too. I made a video on this yesterday. It's sitting down here at the 4-year. Again, everyone got super jacked up off the news of Trump buying this when it went all the way up here to 320. Everyone was buying it. They were exit liquidity. They dumped it on them, and now they're back down here at the same price Donald Trump bought them for. So I like this one right here at 230. We got CELH still trading below the 4-year. Very, very nice. Very, very nice looking revenue on this company as well. Again, their earnings are going up. Their revenue is going up. That's what we want to see. They just reported a record quarter at $817 million. They're the energy drink company trading below the 4-year. I think that one looks good. NVO still looks good as well. It does have a red dot, so we should be using a stop loss right there at 44, but these guys are a huge drug-making company. I like this one as long as it can hold on to that $44 level. If it breaks 44, I will probably be stopped out on NVO, but I do think this one could potentially break out here in the next couple of weeks. I want to see it get over that yearly moving average. If it can break that trend, okay, you should see a significant move higher on NVO. They make Ozempic. That is probably the #1 weight loss drug in the world right now. Their earnings are just absolutely crushing. They made $2 billion more than they were expecting to make last quarter. So, I mean, they're just crushing earnings. And again, their stock is down over 75% from the top. So if you look at the monthly on this too, it looks very, very bullish. Okay, about to get a MACD crossover as well. So really like NVO. Litecoin, cryptocurrency here. Again, I drew this white line on the chart just to show you guys that all the way back here since 2020. Okay, 2020 was 6 years ago. We have bounced at this $40 level. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Okay, when we bounced back here, it went up 10x. This one went from 40 all the way up here to 150. That was around a 250% move. And again, right here, we're sitting at $48. I think I bought this one at like 46 or 47. Once again, it was up 18% last week, and it's down 6% this week. So up 18%, down 6% is not bearish. That's an opportunity. I like this one down here at 48. SOUN, this is SoundHound AI, sitting right on the 4-year. NAVX, this is a lending protocol on SUI. The SUI network, they're making moves. They got a green dot right here on the weekly. Ethereum, once again, where's Ethereum sitting right now? So Ethereum went up 31% last week. Where'd we get our signal here in June? Right here at 1,700. Big old move up from there. Okay, now we're sitting at a fair price. So down here, I was telling you guys over and over and over and over again, we were sitting down here on Ethereum. And again, I don't want to beat my chest or anything, guys. I'm just using the chart. I'm just using the data. I just point out what I see on the chart. I am not a genius. I'm just a normal dude. I'm just a normal guy, right? The only difference between me and you is probably the fact that I've been doing this for 10 years. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time. I've tried day trading. I've tried day trading options. I've tried all the fancy stuff. Okay, until I started looking at things from a long-term perspective, I never made money. Okay, these last 2 or 3 years, I have been massively profitable from using these strategies that I'm talking about here. And the whole thing about it is looking at the average, right? Are we buying Ethereum up here? No, we want to buy Ethereum down here. Look at that green dot right there in 2025. Okay, this is when everyone was freaking out about tariffs. Ethereum went from 4,000 all the way down to 1,300. Everyone was panicking. What were we doing? We were buying it down here, okay? And then it absolutely ripped last year. We made a ton of money on Ethereum last year, okay? And then it sold all the way off again. It went from 5,000 all the way down here to 1,500. Bounced literally right at the same price as April. Okay, and again, you got the green dot right there at 1,500. Went up, went up, went up. Rocket ship. Right now, everyone's excited about crypto again after we pump. No one's excited down here, right? We want to be excited down here, and that's not easy to do, right? Because everybody on Twitter, all the bears, everybody who, right, wants to be an influencer is saying, oh, you should sell down here. You should sell. It's a bear market. It's a bear market. Don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. Wait, 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 wait. And now everyone's stuck with their pants down because they had the opportunity to buy Ethereum, right, at a 39% discount. Can you believe that? I mean, that's like going to Costco and they got a big sign outside their door that says everything's 40% off. And the majority of people are running out of the store with their hands in the air, scared, yelling, oh my gosh, no, I can't buy it at these prices. Right? I mean, Literally, picture that in your head. Picture Costco having a 40% off sale, and everyone is running out of the store. They're like, no, it's too good. It's too good. No, sell. They're like returning their stuff. They're like returning it. They're bringing it back. Right? They're trying to sell it back to them at the current discounted price after they bought it for a fair price or an expensive. It's market psychology, guys. I know 90 to 95% of people fail at the stock market and fail at crypto because they don't know how to manage their emotions. Right? They don't know how to, they see their portfolio go down, like some of these names are down 5% today. You open up Twitter, right? The bears are back. The bears are taking a march. The bears are taking a stand, right? Everyone got a little bit of panic going on in the Discord. It's like, ignore the noise, right? The noise, don't listen to what anybody has to say. Listen to the chart. Okay, you don't even have to listen to what I say. But what I do, I don't sit here and go off of what I think, guys. I don't. I'm just trying to think about things from a logical standpoint, right? If I'm taking a 40-year average of a price, not a lot of people can look out 4 years. I mean, people can't even see past next week's price. Okay, we're looking at things from a long-term standpoint, right? The blue line is the 4-year average. So again, the only way we know we're getting a fair price is if we're buying it at the average. We know we're getting a discount when we're buying it below the average, right? And as long as you believe in what you're buying, if you believe in Ethereum, if you believe in crypto, you should believe in Ethereum because Ethereum's the number one altcoin out there. I mean, it's pretty much what everything's being built on, right? So as long as you know what you're buying, right? Like, let's just use a condo in Miami, for example. For some reason, everyone wants to live in Miami. I'd be fine on a beach anywhere, having a condo anywhere on the beach. But let's just say condos in Miami, the price of them dropped 40% tomorrow. And say you owned one, and would you rush to your realtor to go sell it? Would you be like, oh my gosh, prices are down 40%, I got to sell right now? Maybe there would be some economic reasons why you had to sell, but if you didn't have to sell, if you could just hold and just wait, would you do that? Don't you think that'd make more logical sense for them to rebound? Right? So like if you're buying Ethereum, you should full on believe in Ethereum. Right? You should believe in their growth. You should believe in their company. You should believe in what they do. Right? So if you're buying that at a 40% discount, say you wanted to buy a classic car like a Camaro, right? And the price of that Camaro went down 40% tomorrow, right? You'd probably go dig into your bank account and buy it, right? You'd find a way. So that's all we're doing here. Okay, that's all we're doing. Nothing crazy. Looking at a fair value and analyzing where are we at in regards to that fair value. So like with Ethereum, where are we? We're sitting right on fair value right now at 2,400. How do we know it's fair value? Because that's the 4-year average, right? You're not getting it at a discount anymore, unfortunately. If you're one of the bears that were waiting and listening to people on X and telling you, oh, you better sell or don't buy yet, right? Those same people were telling you to buy up here at 5,000. Okay, down here, you should have been a buyer. I mean, down here, it was like, we're buying as much crypto as we can. All the cash that I was storing up over the last 6 months was going into crypto. Right, and I'm kind of a happy camper right now because, again, we had a huge week last week, but I don't think the move's over. Like, I'm not going to sell my crypto until we are back up off the average again, right? Till we're above the average, till we're up here off of it. Right now, we're just sitting on it. Like, to me, it's still a good price. To me, this is still a good price for Ethereum. Okay, so now we're just waiting for the red dot. Okay, same thing with Bitcoin. Okay, we're just waiting for the red dot. Okay, we're above the average now. We were below it, now we're above it. SMCI sitting right on it as well. This is a big chip stock. Again, this is probably the only chip name I want. They don't make chips. They make the equipment that delivers, that creates the chips. So it's kind of like the gold miners back in the day. All the companies that made the most money were the people that sold the shovels and the equipment, right? It wasn't necessarily the gold miners. It was the people that sold the equipment. And SMCI fits into that category, and it's sitting right here on the 4-year. And this thing's been ranging for a long time. So normally when you see it range for this long, you normally see a big breakout to the upside. Okay, something big. See how long it ranged for back here? Range, rip. Okay, same thing. Range. So I have a position on SMCI too. Looking for the red dot on that. Again, it's still trading at a fair price here at the 4-year. Did you get it at a discounted price with us? I don't know. Okay, but we were buying this one down here at 20, and we were buying it right here at 25. It's sitting at 37 now. Sitting on a nice profit on that. QNT still green. This is an ISO token, so again, take a look. Okay, this one's still trading at a discount, 38% discount according to the 4-year. Okay, we like that. HNT trading at a monster discount. I mean, this thing's at a huge discount, dude. I mean, if you look at this one on KuCoin, I mean, this thing was as high as $70 back here in 2022. And it's trading all the way down here at 20 cents. So I do have a position on this as well. Again, if this thing just goes back to the 4-year average, I do not know why they sold off so hard. That's a 2,000% move. So, and these guys do have utility. They're like a mobile network, and they're a crypto. So again, 2,000% if we just go back to the average. KTOS, this is a defense company. So this one's sold off a little bit, down 20% over the last couple of weeks. If you come in here to the 15-minute chart, we are down here in our buy box. So anytime we have a green dot on the weekly, right, and we miss that signal, what we want to do is zoom into like the 15-minute chart, which is an intraday chart. So we would consider this like a day trading chart. So as long as we know the direction on the weekly is up, and how do we know that? We look at the signal. If it's green, that means we're in an uptrend. If it flips to red, right, that means we're going into a downtrend. But when the dot is green and we're down here in the buy box, okay, on these assets, this is where we want to buy. And these guys are actually crushing their earnings. Their earnings are also going up pretty substantially. I don't know if that has to do with the war, but these guys have like government contracts and stuff like that for, I believe they make drones and security systems as well. Okay, they're up 30% year over year in their revenue. So that's good. We want companies that are increasing their revenue year over year. So KTOS, definitely one to keep an eye on. We also got Chainlink. You guys know this is my largest position if you guys have been following along. Again, the last signal came down here at 750. It popped all the way up to around 12, almost $13. Yes, it's pulled back a little bit this week, but again, it's still up like 40% in 2 weeks. So if something goes up 40% in 2 weeks and cools off a little bit, that's fine, right? We do not care about that. Okay, looking for the red dot on this one. I still think this is a really good price buying it right here at the 4-year. Literally, the whole financial system is being built on their technology. So I believe this is a $100 coin, and it's sitting at $10 right now. And again, every time this thing came down below the that blue line, okay, it's been a great time to buy. So even if this pulls back here to 950, okay, we're still going to be bullish. Okay, again, signal came right there at 8. Signal came right there at 8. We had one up here at 12. I was buying Chainlink this whole time down here. Okay, I still think it's trading at a fair price because, again, we're sitting below the 4-year moving average. Mega ETH, newer coin here. Hasn't really taken off like the rest of the names, but this one looks very interesting. They got some backing from the founder of Ethereum. This is an Ethereum-based meme, not a meme coin, but an actual project. The founder of ETH actually is invested in it. So it's a very new play. Just want to keep your eye on. I don't know why I put that one on my favorites. I don't normally do that for newer coins. Solana, again, Solana's up 40% in 2 weeks. Okay, were you buying Solana down here when everyone was telling you to be scared at 70? I don't know. Hopefully you were if you believe in it. Okay, because again, we were trading at a 37% discount. 40% off, running to Costco. Everyone's running out of the store, and you're walking in, okay, calmly. Okay, and again, I love Solana here, trading at a fair price. It looks good. Plug Power, it's another energy play here. Hydrogen energy, still green, still bullish on that one. BBAI, that one's green. I don't know how this one's going to hold up, but as long as it can hold on to 250, 260, it looks good. Another defense play. They got some government contracts as well. As long as they can hold that support right there at like 240 from 2025, they look good. But if it breaks down even more, if that comes down to like $1 or $1.50, I would definitely be looking to pull the trigger. But as of right now, it looks fine above that 240 level. You can see we're down here in the buy box as well. So BBAI, one to keep your eye on. Another name that everyone was excited about up here at 10. But again, no one cares about it down here at 3. ZBCN, another cryptocurrency here. This one actually looks good. Bouncing here off of the support level here we got from 2026 in February. It has a green dot breaking out over the 9. I think this one actually looks very, very good. Again, everyone was excited about this up here at 0.007, pulled all the way back here to 0.002. If you guys can go back to this date back here in 2025, I was telling people to sell this, and I was getting roasted on X. And then look at it now. It's all the way down. So it's got the green dot here on the weekly. We like that one. OKLO, this is another energy play here. Nuclear energy, again, look where it's sitting. right on that 4-year moving average. This one looks interesting. Okay, I might take a stab at this just to get some nuclear into my portfolio. This one looks really good if you're looking at it from a technical standpoint. The only thing I don't like about these nuclear companies, okay, is the fact that they don't make any money. They literally make no money. Okay, but they're saying nuclear energy is going to be a big thing in the future and all this stuff. Okay, if that's true, OKLO should do very good. Again, everyone was excited about this up here at 190. No one talking about it down here at 39. So that one does look interesting. Okay, and if I'm going to buy a nuclear energy play, it would probably be OKLO. And I do like the fact that it's sitting down here in the 4-year, and it's also down here at the bottom of our buy box. So I would buy that one with a tight stop at like 36. And then we got Doge. Doge is another one that's still sitting at a discount. So again, if we're looking at the 4-year on some of these names, if we're still sitting at a discount, you're still getting a good price. That's 40% below the average right now. Okay, and if when crypto goes into a bull run, not if, but when, okay, and I think it's already starting, okay, names like Doge should go up. Again, everyone was excited about this up here at 46 cents. Nobody cared about it down here at 9 cents. Okay, just like how no one cares about it down here at 6 cents. But when this thing goes back to 50 cents, everyone's going to be hooping and hollering about it again. Everyone's going to be excited. So I still like Doge. XRP sitting at a fair price here. Again, that was up 53% in 1 week. Still really like XRP at these prices. Jasmy's another one that's still sitting at a discount. Last time we hit this level was in 2023. It went from 0.003 all the way up to 5 cents. That was a 2,000% move, and it gave it all back. Okay, but now it's sitting down here at the lows. I still think that's an interesting play. We got Synapsis, had a huge earnings move there to the upside. Again, sitting at a fair price. Again, it was at a discounted price. Now it's sitting at a fair price. We got Cetus. Still like Cetus for a SUI play. Still holding my position. I think Cetus is a very, very good play if you're looking to play the SUI ecosystem. SECS, I bought this one this week. These guys have BlackRock partnerships, BlackRock backing, and they got a green dot showing up here. This is like a penny stock right now. They don't make that much money, but they are very involved in like blockchain and real world asset stuff. And again, they got that BlackRock backing. BlackRock has a pretty big investment in them, and they're down from 13 all the way down here to 6. I did buy that one this week. It's down a little bit today. SoFi is still just chopping around. Again, when's the best time to buy assets is when they're doing nothing. Okay, SoFi is a huge company here. Okay, just chop, chop, chop. We're not going up. We're not going down. We're just range bound and sitting right there at the moving average. So I still really like SoFi at these levels. We got Atom, again, major discount. You guys can stake this one on Coinbase for like 15 to 20%. Uniswap, I still think looks very undervalued here. Again, trading way below the 4-year. You can see how it pops up into it there. That's sitting at 8, so that's about a 100% move from where we're sitting. Render, I bought this one this week too off the green dot. That one looks good. Plume also just working its way up, looking for the red dot on that one. VeChain, probably this one or ENA are my two biggest winners. We bought this one down here at 0.0045. It's up pretty big over the last couple weeks. Again, we played the signal there. Okay, still trading way below the 4-year average. I think VeChain is one that's going to be slept on. I think that one could have a massive, massive run. This thing has been as high as 25 cents. Okay, and it's all the way down here at close to half a penny. So if it goes back up to there, that's like 6,000% if it hits all-time highs. Circle, still like Circle, looking for the red dot. The wave is still down here, still looking good. Coinbase is sitting right under the 4-year. Again, if you guys were buying that one down here at 140, you're probably pretty happy there off the signals. Okay, I told you guys as long as that one held on to 135, it looks good. It's still chopping. Okay, looking for that thing to break out. MSTR, this is MicroStrategy. They're the largest Bitcoin holder, I think, from an institution standpoint. Again, they're pumping. They broke out, right? If Bitcoin goes up, this one's going to absolutely rip as well, and Bitcoin is going up as of now. Okay, and MSTR is breaking out. It looks good. Again, signal came down here at 90. It's already up 30, 40%. Okay, but as long as this thing holds on to that low at 81, the trend is up. Okay, we want to see that one get over like 175. That looks very strong. It's also breaking out here on the daily as well. IONQ, this one's selling off pretty hard today. I bought this one around 40. Just looking to see what it does. It's got a red dot here, so seeing where that sells off to. If it does sell off, I'm going to buy more because this, in my opinion, is one of the best looking quantum computing plays. Their revenue looks very, very good. They just reported a record quarter. And they were pretty close to the 4-year here. They popped up. They're coming back down. It's got a red dot this week. So if you want to use a stop loss, you could put it right there at 30. I'm going to hold mine and look to buy another green dot once it comes. That was a huge trade for me last year. Okay, right there in April. Actually, that was this year. 27 all the way up there to 70 was a huge move. I'm looking to buy more of that on the next green dot if that red dot closes, which it should close this week. And then we got CLSK. This is one of the easiest ones to trade on the weekly chart. You guys could see every time it gets a green dot, beautiful move up. Okay, right there, $6 all the way up to 22, pulled back. Okay, $8 all the way up to 19. Now it's pulling back. We just want to look for the signal on that one. This is a Bitcoin miner energy company. Render we already talked about. And that is it for the watch list, folks. So I'll go ahead and put this over here. These are going to be the favorites for next week. I'm going to drop this over here. So these are the favorites for 8-28. So you guys can actually come over here and download this playlist here. Just click on that link, and that will pull up every single name that we just covered. Those are just my favorite setups going into next week. A lot of crypto names were probably left out of that. Again, anything crypto right now I think is a buy. If you guys are willing to hold for 6 months to 12 months, I think days like today are opportunities to add to your bags if you guys miss the boat. And yeah, things are looking very good. So that's the watch list, folks. Make sure you guys go enter for that giveaway over the weekend. Just click on that emoji. That will get you entered into that. Someone will win 400 XRP. Like I said, 500 XRP is going to be given away after this. And if we can get this video to 600 likes, I will give away 600 XRP after we do the 500. So if you guys need me, hit me up over here in the chat. I will be active this weekend. We do have support chat. If you guys have questions or need anything, we got our team over here ready to take care of you. If you guys haven't yet, go check out that free trading course over here. Again, if you like the indicators we talked about in today's video, you guys can download those right here in the trading indicator tab. If you have any trouble or issues with that, my email is right there in the thread. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Again, make sure you enter for the giveaway. We'll see you guys on Monday for the portfolio update, and the live requests will be opening up again here next week, so you guys can put your chart requests in. We answer chart requests Tuesday through Thursday here. So if you guys want me to look at a certain chart, you guys can put that over here in the live request thread. I'll give you guys a notification when that opens up. Once again, have a great weekend, folks. God bless you, and we will see you guys soon. Peace.